Nandini, shall we begin? Sister, shall we start, sister?
You can start, ma'am.
Very good afternoon, good evening, and shall we begin? To a few of our participants, good morning as well. Start, sister. We are going to begin off this international conference, a three-day conference. Very good afternoon, good evening, and shall we begin? To a few of our participants, good morning as well. Start, sister. We are going to begin off this international conference, a three-day conference.
Just check.
Echo repeat is coming.
Yeah, that's what.
Yes, ma'am. I hope it's all clear now. Sorry about that technical glitch. So once again, a very warm welcome to everybody. Good evening and good morning, Smita ma'am. Some of our participants are from US. So, we have people from all time zones here. We're going to begin off our virtual conference as usual with a prayer that has been rendered by students of St.Ann Square.
In every hour we enter the land. The light of life belongs to the Lord. No weapons fashioned against us can stand. The light of life belongs to the Lord. We sing glory, honor, power and strength to the Lord. We sing glory, honor, power and strength to the Lord. No powers of darkness come in like a flood. The light of life belongs to the Lord. We are the torchbearers of the future. The light of life belongs to the Lord. We sing glory, honor, power and strength to the Lord. We sing glory, honor, power and strength to the Lord. The light of life of the Lord. The light of life of the Lord. The light of life. The light of life. The light of life.
I now request Ms. Lydia Marina, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, to do the Bible reading.
Thank you, ma'am. The scripture portion is taken from Psalms 106, verse 1 to 5. Praise the Lord. Give thanks to the Lord, because he is good. His love is eternal. Who can tell all the great things he has done? Who can praise him enough? Happy are those who obey his commands, who always do what is right. Remember me, Lord, when you help your people. Include me when you save them. Let me see the prosperity of your people and share in the happiness of your nation, in the glad pride of those who belong to you. The word of the Lord. Thanks.
Thank you, Ms. Lydia. And as is a tradition, we will have a virtual lamp lighting.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते.
I would now like to request head of our department, Ms. Naganandini, to present the preamble of the conference. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Parna. Good evening. The Department of Computer Science, St. Anne's College. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sister. Good evening. The Department of Computer Science, St.Anne's College for Women, Hyderabad, extends a warm welcome to our distinguished guests. Our chief guest, Professor K. Shyamala, Chairperson, Board of Studies, Computer Science and Engineering Department, University College of Engineering, Osmania University, and Director, Center for Cyber Security and Cyber Law. Our guest of honor, Professor V. Apparao, Chairman, Board of Studies, Commerce Department, and Director, University Foreign Relations Office, Osmania University. Our distinguished speakers for the day, Professor Narana Ringo, Professor Finance and Economics Institute, Northern Eastern Federal University, Russia. Welcome, ma'am. Dr. J. Satish Kumar, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Applications, Bharatiya University, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. Our Chief Patron, Principal, St.Anne's College for Women, Dr. Sister P. Amruta. Our Patron, Dr. Smita Asthana, IQAC Coordinator, Dean Academics, St.Anne's College for Women. Fellow faculty members, research scholars, and students, and all the participants to this warm welcome to this international conference on emerging technologies in science, commerce, and management. A briefing about our department. The Department of Computer Science, since inception in 1986, is contributing its best to the student community by the way of curriculum enrichment and all other enriching activities for the students. Currently, the department is offering 4 undergraduate programs, MACS, Mathematics, MACS, MSCS, MPCS, MSDS. A BSc data science program was introduced in 2020. The department, in collaboration with Statistics Department, introduced a postgraduate diploma course in data analytics. And about the conference today, the conference intends to bring together academicians and industry experts in the field of science, commerce, and management onto a common forum. The aim of the conference is to stimulate young minds and orient them towards research and innovation. The participants will get an opportunity to share knowledge, experience, and expertise from our distinguished guests and speakers. The conference will feature paper presentations by faculty and students from various colleges, which in turn will help them in raising their awareness, fostering useful discussions on various topics which have been included as sub-themes. We sincerely hope to have a fruitful session on all the 3 days and with great value for the participants. A warm welcome once again to all.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for throwing light on the origin of the conference and the outcomes that we are expecting, especially for the students as part of this 3-day conference. We now move on, and I now request Ms. Rabia, a first-year student from the Department of Computer Science, to present a brief profile of our principal, Dr. Sister Amruta. Rabia, over to you. Rabia?
Hello, everyone. My name is Rabia, and it is a matter of great honor and pleasure to introduce our principal, SRP Amruta of St.Anne's College for Women. She is an educational counselor for the Congregation of Sisters of St. Anne's Society, and her education qualifications include MSc Math, PGDCA from Hyderabad Central University, MPhil and PhD from Osmania University, and she has published papers in various reputed national and international journals. She also has received many awards, the latest being Best Principal Award by Intellectual People's Foundation 2021 and Best Autonomous Degree College Award by Ambitions Career Counseling in 2022. We welcome you, sister, with green greetings.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. For some people, it is good morning. For some, it may be good afternoon. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you on behalf of St. Anne's College for Women, Hyderabad, to the International Conference on Emerging Technologies in Science, Commerce, and Management, brought to you by Department of Computer Science. What a beautiful subject computer science is. In fact, it's no longer a subject, it is a way of life. Like you need air, water, etc. We were migrants to it, but all you young people, you are natives. Today, the aim is to bring together innovative academicians and industry experts in the field of science and technology, commerce, and management to a common forum. See the common lifeline thread. I extend a warm welcome to the chief guest, Professor K. Syamala, Chairperson, BOS, University College of Engineering, and Director, Center for Cyber Security and Cyber Law, Usmania University. Welcome, ma'am. To our guest of honor, Professor P.V. Apparao, Chairperson, BOS, Department of Commerce, and Director, University Foreign Relations Officer, Usmania University. Welcome, sir. The speakers for the inaugural day, Professor Narina Ringo from Northeastern Federal University, Russia, and Dr. Satish Kumar from Bharatiya Dasan University, Coimbatore. Welcome. Every field of knowledge is enhanced by the interactions of learners with similar, related, or even different things in different places. We also look forward to presentations by all the distinguished resource persons who will be sharing their experiences in following days. It is going to be exciting 3 days and ample opportunities to learn developmental activities and information inter-exchange on emerging technologies. Born in 1983 in a two-room college with 106 students, St.Anne's has emerged as a leading institution with 35 program options and 4,000 plus students. Besides pursuit of academic excellence, the college imparts education with mission of transforming its girls into empowered women who are socially conscious, intellectually competent, morally upright, and physically healthy. Reaccreditation by NAC with an A+ grade and the status of college with potential for excellence by UGC twice in 2010 and 2014. A mentor institution by UGC under Paramash scheme is a manifestation of our commitment towards quality education. College is also certified with ISO 9001 2015 and ISO 14001 and 2015. Our strategy to accomplish the mission of the college is rooted in creating a favorable academic environment to promote teaching, learning, and research, monitoring standards to make quality an integral part of institution. It is our vision to provide quality education with guidance and mentorship from the academic community. As the challenges in higher education have acquired global dimensions, it has now become imperative for the institution to be more uncompromising in its immediate bearing to the society. The management and the faculty at St. Anne's has always been ready to explore changes and challenges, and this event is a small step in that direction. After the unprecedented pandemic times, emerging a few trends, new solutions are needed of the hour, need of the hour. The severe disruption is felt by all around the world. The internet usage shifted from Facebook to Zoom, and studying and writing exams online. Teaching and teachers moved online on an untested and unprecedented scale. Now that we are almost back to offline modes, very cautiously, we are seeing implications not only for teachers who had to adapt in impersonal style of teaching, but also for students whose lives struck to a 5 inches or 9 inches cord, a cold emotionless screen, and research has to be researched. I am happy to note enthusiastic participation from members across boundaries. I congratulate Department of Computer Science for this initiative and wish you all the participants an enriching learning experience. God bless you all. Have a nice time for 3 days and experience the importance of computer science once again. All the best.
Thank you so much, sister, for that, for those very warm words of welcome. And also the point that you made about the relevance of computer science in the current era. The department has actually initiated a plantation drive so that instead of just virtual green greetings, we wanted to honor all our guests by planting a sapling within our campus in their name. So principal sister, we would like you to accept a tree that we have planted in your name on the campus as a token of our gratitude. Thank you, sister.
Thank you, ma'am.
Also, the conference proceedings with the ISBN number will be released in due time. For now, we have an online version of the conference proceedings in a flip book format. I would like to request our sister principal to release the e-conference proceedings. The proceedings are visible.
So I am happy to release this e-conference proceedings.
Thank you, sister. Thank you so much. We have received over 55 publications from students, research scholars, and faculty across colleges. The complete conference proceedings will be released once again towards the end of the conference. Thank you, sister. We'll now continue with the rest of the session. Rabia, I request you to please present the profile of Dr. Smita Asthana, our dean.
I now introduce Dr. Smita Asthana, the Dean of Academics and IQAC Coordinator, Associate Professor in Chemistry and Paramarsh Ambassador. She has done her PhD from Delhi University and Master's from IIT Roorkee. She's a resource person at academic events on quality in higher education, autonomy, assessment, and accreditation. She has also authored 5 books and has many publications in national and international journals to her credit. She was also rewarded with the Telangana State Meritorious Teacher Award. I now welcome you with green greetings.
Thank you so much.
Request you, ma'am, to please address the gathering.
Thank you, Aparna. It's indeed a very special day in the annals of St.Ann's, where all of us have gathered, the young researchers, students, the experienced teachers, and the industry experts. What a wonderful amalgamation of such precious resources. We all dream of success. And we not only dream, we wake up every morning and make our dreams happen. So today is one small dream getting into reality. You are where you wanted to be, learning something new. We are all eternal learners. So every day, every situation brings us to some new learning. We are very happy. I'm absolutely delighted to welcome the chief guest, Professor Shamla, the guest of honor, and the wonderful technical experts who are going to share their wisdom, knowledge with us. I'm happy to also tell you that St. Anne's College has almost completing 40 years of existence, and it had been working eternally, I can say, to make our students most competent, most well prepared. And research is a part of life at St. Anne's, and seminars like this are one platform where we can share our ideas. We learn what to do. We also learn what not to do. So it is a regular events at St. Anne's College. We have been working relentlessly to expertise, utilize them, and make every day a very special day. So I congratulate Department of Computer Science for organizing this international conference and providing a wonderful opportunity for everybody to learn. College is autonomous, and we have been very successful in implementing autonomy, and we have sent out well-tuned NITs. We have been instituting gold medals to high performing students. Nearly 82 gold medals are given. We have a very modern and dynamic curriculum, a wide range of diverse courses to choose from, innovations in classroom, spirit of independent thinking, and a time-bound structure. We have been offering almost more than 100 value addition courses like skill-oriented, career-oriented, and outreach activities. The St. Anne's College has many centers of excellence like Research Center, ICT Center, Entrepreneur Development Cell, IPR Cell, a Young Incubation Center, and an Institutional Innovation Council under MHRD, and also provide civil service training. There are a lot of collaborative activities with fundings received from MHRD, UGC, Telangana State Council of Higher Education, ICSR, and among many others. Our researchers have filed number of patents and have collaborated to more than 56 institutions across India. Our doors are always open. Everybody is invited to come and share their knowledge. So with this, I congratulate Department of Computer Science once again. Welcome all the participants, as young as everybody. All the guest resource persons, let's all have a very learning, fruitful days, coming 3 days. And I wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for being here and also for your very wise words. I guess teachers and students, all of us are eternal learners, and that is what keeps us going. So thanks once again. May I request all of our guests and also the students as well, all the participants, to please switch on their videos for just one brief minute so we can have a group photograph. Request everyone to please switch on their videos. Thank you, sister.
No, ma'am, 1 minute. I'm just still taking.
Yeah.
I think still many participants have to turn on their cameras.
Yes, yes, ma'am. I request once again, please turn on your cameras. Yeah, ma'am, done. Please
Thank
carry.
you, Rajeshwari. Thank you, everybody. I now request Ms. Aisha, a second-year data science student from our college, to please give us a brief profile of the chief guest for today, Professor K. Shyamala.
A very good evening to one and all. I am Aisha Sheikh, and it gives me immense pleasure to introduce the chief guest, Professor K. Shyamala. Professor K. Shyamala is a professor at Department of Computer Science and Engineering, University College of Engineering, Osmania University. She holds a first-class postgraduate degree in MTech in Computer Science and Engineering from Osmania University and doctorate degree in Computer Science and Engineering from IIT Madras. Currently, she is also Director, Center for Cybersecurity and Cyber Law. Professor K. Shyamala has over 25 years of teaching and research experience in Osmania University. Professor K. Shyamala has published more than 30 research papers in international and national journals and IEEE ACM international conferences. Ma'am has authored a book on VLSI design, a comprehensive coverage of VLSI implementation technologies, electronic design automation tools, and FPGA design Black Book series. She has completed a research project on improving the performance of minimum spanning tree algorithm for large graphs, sponsored by TEQIP2. She has an ongoing research project on wireless sensor networks, sponsored by DST-SERV. Currently, 8 research scholars are working with her. Professor K. Shyamala has successfully organized an IEEE International Conference on Computing and Communication Technologies in 2014, 2 international conferences on Emerging Technologies 2016 and 2018, sponsored by Springer Series. She has successfully organized 14-day international workshop on Big Data Analytics, sponsored by Global Initiative Academic Networks, MHRD and AICTE. She is a member of IEEE and ATM professional bodies and CSI Life member. We welcome you, ma'am, with green greetings.
Welcome, Dr. Shyamala. May I request you to please deliver the address?
Thank you, ma'am. Respected Chief Guest, Professor Apparao sir, Director, University Foreign Relations Office, Principal, Dr. P. Amruta, St.Ann's College, and Head Department of CSC Naganandini, and other colleagues and other speakers and dear participants. A very good evening to all and welcome you all. I think I have to congratulate first of all the college for conducting such a interesting conference, and that too in the virtual mode. It is a very good conference and it is very say like what you can say is we can able to get the speakers from abroad also. That is what I think it is a very good opportunity for us. This online platform has helped us. I think one thing what we learned from the COVID is this online platform. And this is also, there is one advantage is there where we can learn the lectures from abroad. So that is one thing which you have done good thing. I congratulate the principal and all the also coordinators for organizing such an international conference on this emerging technologies on science, commerce, and management. And in this present day scenario, this is very essential conference to address the challenges in this digital era. Though it is an online platform is very helpful, some advantages are there, but there are major challenges are also there. And this conference, I think, helps for to interact with all the members, and also they can understand what are the challenges in this digital era. And
from my context as a director, computer center, cyber security center, so some of the challenges which I wanted to share with all the participants, so that they can also think of the solutions by discussion with their co-participants. And this is an opportunity for them to exchange their ideas also and to get the views from their experts. So some of those challenges which I have listed out is, there is a data theft is a major challenge, and information security, and truth analysis or a fake news, you can say, detection of the truth or a fake, and behavior of the users, particularly from the online social platforms like LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, right? And cyber attacks on online transactions. And these are the major challenges in this digital era, where hiding the information or a personal information is very difficult task now, because since it is an online platforms, everything is online. So major task is to hide the personal information. So that is to be addressed. And some of the researches which are carried out by the research in identifying the original content in the social media platform. As nowadays we are seeing many fake contents which are scrolling across the social media platforms. So this is one of the other major challenge. So these challenges, the solutions which are addressed in various IIT Delhi, one of the professors, researchers, they have done is identifying the behavior of the user to detect that whether the content is a fake or a original content. So once the content is placed in a platform, social media platform, so based on the user behavior from where the content has come, and that user behavior or user profile, we can able to find out whether it is a original content or a fake content. So that has been addressed in some of the researcher address this particular challenge. So they have taken the Twitter user content, chatting content, whatever the chat, right? The messages which are placed in that Twitter. So that also has analyzed and tried to identify that whether the content which is there and placed on the social media is a original or a not original content. So this is one of the major challenges. Even still, the challenge is going continued. So that is one thing which is to be detected, which is to be addressed. And another major challenge is like the hate speech. So based on the content which is placed on the social media, we can also detect that whether it is a hate speech or not. So why to detect whether it is a hate speech? To identify that whether it is behavior of the user. So if that speech is that content or whatever the words they are using, so based on the words, we can observe the behavior of the user. So whether deliberately or using that contents, or the user is in the depression mode or in which mode. So that also can be identified. So some of the researchers are carrying out research in the context of hate speech detection. In IIT Guwahati, this particular work is carried out. So the participants can think of working on this hate speech detection. And there is another context, that is the major challenges apart from these things. So data analysis is required. So all these data analysis, so these behaviors or content or hate speech detection, everything can be done only by analyzing the data. So from the data, we have to we have to collect the useful information. So that is required. So I think this conference, such conferences helps to identify the challenges and to address these challenges by exchanging the ideas across the platform. So once again, I congratulate this principal and the coordinators for conducting such an international conference in this emerging technologies.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks, ma'am, for accepting our invite and being a part of our conference. Some of the very relevant, subjects that you have brought up regarding detecting fake speech, fake news, and the importance of data analytics. I'm sure all our student participants will take some notes and start working towards these research topics. Once again, thanks a lot, ma'am, for being here.
Thank you.
We have planted a tree in your name as well, ma'am, on our campus. So the next time you're actually with us, for an offline event, we would like to take you to our campus and show you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
May I now request Ms. Aisha to present a brief profile of our guest of honor, Professor Apparao sir.
I will now introduce the guest of honor, Professor V. Apparao. Professor V. Apparao has over 31 years of experience in teaching. Sir has published 23 papers and articles in various reputed journals. He has attended more than 44 international and national conferences and seminars. Sir has guided many MPhil and PhD scholars. Sir has received numerous awards. A few of them are, he received State Best Teacher Award from the Government of Telangana for the year 2021. He also received Best Commerce Faculty Award from the Institute of Practical Accountancy, Secunderabad for the year 2008. The various administrative posts held by Sir are Executive Council Member, Osmania University, Dean, Faculty of Commerce, Osmania University, Principal, University College of Commerce and Business Management, Osmania University, Controller of Examinations, Osmania University, Director, BC Cell, Osmania University, Joint Director, Directorate of Admissions, Additional Controller of Examinations, and Vice Principal, UCC and PM, Osmania University. We welcome you, sir, with green greetings.
Due to your personal, am I audible? Due to your personal emergency, Professor Apparao sir couldn't make it here right now. So we are going to move on with the next leg of our session, which is the first technical session for today. I request Ms. Sanya, a second year student of data science from our college, to please present a brief profile of Professor Narina Ringo. Sanya?
It is my honor to represent our speaker, Professor Narina Ringo. Professor Narina Ringo is a professor in Finance and Economics Institute, Northeastern Federal University, Russia. Ma'am has worked in educational foundations of Russia, France, and India. She is the visiting professor for Prestige Institute of Management and Research, India. Professor Narina Ringo also worked as a news announcer at radio station Yakutsk, Russia. Books and publications of her are Professor Narina Ringo has developed manuals for students on tourism of Yakutia. Ma'am has published many research papers in national and international journals. We welcome you, ma'am, with green greetings.
Good evening, everyone. And first, thanks a lot for invitation. It's a great honor for me, and I'm so happy that I'm participating here in Women College, because we live in the era of ladies empowerment, and we all know here how it is difficult to crush the glass ceiling, how to overcome and to be competitive now, even nowadays. Is it possible for me to share my screen? I have arranged a small presentation. If it is
sure, ma'am. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Today I would like to talk about fourth industrial revolution. Actually, it is a very edge of this period of time where we do live. And, you know, the beginning of this time is very challenging for all of us from several positions. First of all, what is industrial revolution? I would like to tell. It's a change. It's a change how society produces goods and services, how society consumes them, delivers. And the first industrial revolution was connected to invention of the steam engine. Next one was connected to invention of electricity. And the third, where we do live now at the current moment, moving to the age of the fourth, is invention of internet. Now we live in the fourth industrial revolution that is connected to Internet of Things and complicated cyber systems. And maybe you have studied, especially students, you have studied it before, that there are very particular problems and connected to this. It is very difficult to be now a person of one exact profession. You know, if someone told you before that you should choose this profession and you will have your bread and butter till the end of your life, these people are a little bit out of fashion, because education nowadays will last till the end of your career. Because we live in a rapidly changing world. No one knows exactly what the future is waiting for us. And, you know, maybe you have, maybe your parents, if we talk about students, or my generation, we remember that at the beginning of our education in colleges and universities, internet was, you know, you should sit, you should connect using your computer, and it was a particular activity when you were searching something, investigating something. But now internet, it is an essential part of our daily routine. Even the United Nations acknowledged that our connection to internet is a part of our daily routine, and all people have right to it, like as well as a right to education and other things. So we are surrounded by Internet of Things. That's why we are talking again about cybersecurity. That's why appeared such currencies like cryptocurrencies, using technologies of blockchains. That's why the world has a lot of ethical questions that we should answer. For example, here you can see accessories on the face of a woman, and we are talking about new normal privacy.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Sorry to be disturbing you. Could you please share your screen once again, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Screen is not visible. Okay. 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 So here you can see a lady wearing some particular accessories. It's glasses that prevent her face to be recognized by CCTV cameras. Because even this question, is it about our security? Is it about government collecting data about us? If we fill in our data, are we sure that no one will abuse the information we shared online? Will companies be fair enough to be sincere to protect our data and not to use it against us, or to prevent leakage, to avoid scam, not to sell our phone numbers, and so on and so on. And you know, basically, I'm economist, but nowadays, not so many universities and educational foundations need subjects as it was required 10 or even 5 years ago. This subject, what we are studying, we are teaching, even fourth industrial revolutions, 3 faculties are teaching: economist, IT specialist, faculty of IT, and a person with social education, because it is very complicated. And nowadays we are living in the time where new professions appear. See, here you can see typical professions that were considered as something very stable, that can give you a stable future, just need to wait and to be honest enough to work. But see, even after 2020, we can observe that we experience all the 20th century in just 2 years. Pandemic and special military operations and a lot of local conflicts that are leading to global ones. So future professions are connected to things that are on the combination of several specialties. And most of them are connected to IT. IT became an integral part and united part. Even this conference is happening just because of IT. Education, starting from 2020, is possible for most of us only because of sector of international informational technologies, and recession, international recession wasn't so much deep as it could be even 20 years ago, just because of development of technologies. And talking nowadays, also one very important highlight, thanks to development of technologies, boundaries between regions, cities, and countries became very blurry and transparent. Even if events in political area affect problems between countries, people can still keep in touch using the technologies. And if you are familiar to events in Eastern Europe nowadays, war in Ukraine, you probably have heard that maybe it's the first war that's happening in Instagram and Facebook. And as it was highlighted before to the guest speaker, that fake news and fake information, fake videos are a very core element of propaganda and influencing minds. So yes, it really could look like something non-serious. What is it? Just video spreading on social media, who believes? But it's a very powerful instrument in correct hands. So taking into consideration all these challenges of modern life, in my university, Northeastern Federal University, created a special master's program, Convergence. And it is a combination of streams of economics, IT, and cultural studies, because without cultural studies and understanding, it's very difficult to be a leader. Leaders should take into consideration a lot of things, like not only management, leadership, financial activities, sustainable development, but also representation, avoiding of double bounds, and so on and so on. So it's also a matter of cultural studies. At the current moment, due to sanctions against Russia with countries supporting Ukraine, it's not possible to all countries to participate in this program, but at the current moment, India and Russia have negotiation about accepting mutually payment systems of RuPay and Mir. And this also I would like to highlight. India is absolutely secure in this matter as compared to us. For example, at the current moment, Russia was cut due to sanctions from system SWIFT. Means being in India, I have a lot of cards of Visa, MasterCard, JBC, and so on, but I'm not able to withdraw money. I'm not able to pay because all my cards are cut due to sanctions. All Russia is cut. But India has RuPay that is considered as security. Even if tomorrow, suddenly, all the world will apply sanctions against India and cut it out from SWIFT or banking system, still you will be secure and will be able to maintain payments and international relations just because of these decisions. It's a very good example for all the nations that, yes, integration is really important and we don't have boundaries anymore, but we should not keep all the eggs in one basket. And this is a really brilliant example that all BRICS countries can learn from it. So we are waiting with anticipation this mutual acceptance of financial systems, and we are waiting for the next fruitful collaboration. Thank you for your attention. It was really nice and a big pleasure for me to be invited here.
Thank you so much, Professor Narina. It was an absolute pleasure to listen to you, ma'am. Especially, an economist's perspective of the technological changes that have been happening. There's a very famous saying within India regarding our basic needs. It says roti, kapda, or makan. The way you said it, now we'll probably have to add internet also to that list. Exactly. Because without internet, it's kind of almost become difficult to survive. And also this whole push towards digitalization that is being taken up by the government of India. We're very happy, to hear a foreigner's perspective on that the country is moving ahead in the right direction. Thank you thanks a lot, for being here and being a part of our conference. We really hope we can host you in person sometime, ma'am, when you come down to South India.
Definitely, it's my dream. I do really hope that I also can come. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, ma'am. Thanks once again.
Thank you so much.
I now request Ms. Sania to present a brief profile of our next technical session speaker, Dr. Satish Kumar.
Dr. J. Satish Kumar is an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Applications, School of Computer Science and Engineering, Bharatiya University. Sir has over 21 years of work experience. He holds a master's degree in computer applications and has also received a gold medal in his master's program. He has obtained a doctorate in computer science in the year 2010. He served as a placement officer in the year 2007 to 2012. Appreciation Award by Korean Convergence Society 26 to 28 December 2015 was given to the sir. He will also receive Best Paper Award by IEEE in 2016. He received state-level eligibility test memberships. He's a member of IEEE Cybernetics Society, PSI, IETE, ACM, ACEEE, GVIP, and IIR. Books and publications of Sir. Sir has authored and edited more than 10 books. He has published more than 150 research papers in national and international journals. He's a co-coordinator in RUSA Phase 2. He's working as a principal investigator for various minor and major UGC projects. He's a deputy coordinator in Center for IoT-based Disaster Recovery Management and Support System. He submitted a research project to DST Cognitive Science Research Initiative and collaborative research with ICMR VCRC Madurai. Service to the society provides teaching support to state government blind school at Tondamuthur, Coimbatore. Sir has adopted 2 villages, Parai and CLT, in Kanjipuram district through NSS special camp. We welcome you, sir, with green greetings.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Over to you, sir, for the session.
So let me to share my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the host disabled the participant screen share. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your voice is audible. Just a minute, sir.
You should be able to share now, sir. We've made you a co-host.
Yeah. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Is my PPT visible?
Yeah.
Okay. So respected principal of this college, organizing secretary of this conference, head of the department, faculty members, participants, other keynote address speakers, and my dear student friends. Good evening. First of all, I would like to record 2 lines regarding this conference. The success behind any program surely depends on the way we are going to organize that program, the way we are organizing that program. In that regard, I would like to congratulate entire team, those who are working in St.Ann's College for Women, to make this conference meaningful as well as effective to the participants. Happy to see the conference proceedings, the way you are inaugurating, everything is really good. take this credit and then do such kind of programs, so that will be the actual benefit to your society as well as to your students community. Coming back to my part as a technical speaker, the time, may I know how much time I can take? Anybody, can you please?
Sir, around 20 to 25 minutes. Sir.
25 minutes, very hard. Within 25 minutes, right? Anyway, let me to tell the importance of this domain, artificial intelligence, the term. Wherever we go, this term nowadays, it is echoing not only in the Department of Computer Science or Department of Computer Science related applications. Even in other departments, the people started using the word artificial intelligence, artificial intelligence. You go to the hospital, the doctors will use the word artificial intelligence. You go to some sports division, they are using the word artificial intelligence. And we are going for farming, that agricultural domain, people are using the word artificial intelligence. So one word, my dear friends, which you should clearly understand, the field computer science is not at all the property of you, not at all the property of you alone. Your field, our field is applicable in all the discipline. So here you have a beautiful opening in your hand. If you put your knowledge, if you put your interest, you can do wonders. You can get credits, whatever the credits which has been shown as part of my profile. Of course, all are invitation. I crossed 200 publications now. Earlier, years before, I used to talk, I used to knock the journal's door to publish my paper. After this much hard work, now we are getting an invitation instead of me to knock the door. So that golden opportunity is available with the computer science discipline people. You should use it in a right way by taking the information from these kind of conference. Right. Yeah, there is a small problem, mistake in a title, artificial intelligence and its research dimension, directions. I have to remove it. Right. So start with the introduction. As a faculty from the discipline, we will ask a question: what is computer? And then what is data? All these terms will stand before us before going to talk any technology. Right. The data, you can clearly mention the difference between the two words, which are always confusing the people, the data and information. The data, which is the raw fact. When I do some processing on the data, then I used to call it as information. There is another word, you call it as knowledge. This what? The word, the standing word, which is having very close relationship with the topic artificial intelligence, where we can apply our own knowledge on the processed information, then we can climb. That is the knowledge-based outcome. We call that as knowledge path. Even on the top of these three, there is one more person. You call it as wisdom. We people call it as wisdom level research. Since there is no time, enough time, I'm not able to quote a proper example to correlate all these words. Let me to take a simple example where you can see in the picture, there is a glass of water, where the glass is off filled with water. Assume. We are giving this scenario to two people, one to human, layman, another one to supercomputer. What the layman will say? Simply, immediately he will tell that the glass is placed on the table. Then the next information he may give, the glass is having some water. That's it, right? Then if we are giving this to supercomputer, what the supercomputer will do? It will try to measure, start from one point to another point by telling that this is the size of the glass, where this will be the volume of water. The water is having this much purity, this much contamination, and then this is the vacuum space where you can fill some more. Everything will be given in a micro level by the computer. You may get a doubt why I'm telling this, because this is having very close relationship with artificial intelligence, where when I'm giving this to the computer is not simply doing these things. We are making the computer to do that. So what is happening here? I have to place my knowledge on the computer to make the computer to do the things in a better way, to do the things in a faster way, to do the things in an intelligent way. There, the word of intelligence is coming in. To talk about history of the computer, well, in first generation of the computers, we were used vacuum tubes. The computer occupies bigger space, larger space, but now, after years, after the history, we have the computer in a compatible way. You can see one person with 5 pin. If you look the 5 pins, you'll be able to understand what actually the 5 pins are going to do. Where one pin is projecting the virtual monitor, another pin is projecting virtual keyboard, one pin is processing unit, another pin is a storage device. Then each and every pin will have its own functionality, which collectively makes one computer. Think about, now we are carrying our laptop, we are working on desktop, but now the technology is going towards the comfort and accuracy which has been requested by the users, right? Which has been requested by the users. Now the computer has reached up to this level, You can see that this is the virtual monitor, and then I am going to type on this keyboard. Now the bigger $1,000,000 question will stand over there. When I am pressing a key in a keyboard, the computer will know well that when I am pressing A, then the code will be generated. That will travel through serial interface and parallel interface. That will be received by your CPU processor, then the processor will process it. At last, it will send the information to your video RAM. When the information is projected in the video RAM, automatically you will get an analog letter. This is what happened in your computer, your physical computer. But here, there is no connectivity, virtual. I'm placing my finger on one light, that light points a letter A, assume. Now the system, that is the virtual system, should understand I'm placing my finger on A. Think about how much research complexities will be there. Suppose assume I'm making a static measurement, like I'm placing my finger on 30 degree from this much distance. If I'm placing from this much distance with the angle of 30 degree, then I can ask my computer, you make this distance and measure as character A. Likewise, the static information which I can give. But what will be the parallel difficulty? Instead of placing my finger on the floor, I'm placing my finger on the air. So surely the distance as well as the angle will get differ. But I would like to make the letter A on my screen, but I'm not pressing the screen on the table. Instead, I'm not placing my finger on the table. Instead, I'm placing my finger on the air. Now it is the responsibility of the computer to check where actually I'm placing my finger, and then what character which I am going to make it in my computer. Where we need an intelligence. We need plenty of intelligent algorithm. Those algorithms will take care of projecting our inputs. In continuation, you know well that this image, you can understand there is a revolutionary growth. Of course, like human, the technology is also growing, and then we are reaching a position. Today, we are climbing ourselves as genius. Everyone is genius, no doubt. There is no separate definition for genius, right? All are genius. Each and everyone is having a skill. Each and everyone is having a unique ability, so that you can claim that you are a genius. But there is another side of the coin. There are the people, they are using the technology for negative purpose. Then we used to call them as professional animals, by wearing this coat as the technology as a coat, and then they will do this, they will misuse this technology for other purposes. That's what other speakers were also talking about, the cybersecurity threat, everything. There is a reason why I'm quoting this. related with artificial intelligence, still this technology has been used by the people for other purposes. This artificial intelligence, which is also having negative impact in the application, where one of the application is web-based application. Due to the time, I'm not able to show you the live example. Otherwise, I can share some examples to you. Right. So it is the responsibility of ours whenever the technology comes in. Right. It should be used for right sense and right direction. Every technology will have its own positive as well as negative sides. Right. Come to the point of artificial intelligence, simplest way, in simplest definition, the human intelligence will be given to a machine. Human intelligence will be given to a machine, right? So put together, you can claim it is an artificial intelligence. Let me see some more information related with this. You can see this a car which is pulled by the three people. They are trying to pull it from the ground. You can see another diagram where there is a single person. The single person is using a jockey, a puller. That puller is pulling the car up. Now I am asking you, if it is a physical session, surely I will ask you, is this the artificial intelligence? Our definition is very clear. Your human intelligence, you have to give it to machine, right? Now, there is a word which I would like to introduce here, automation. People are getting confusion in between automation and artificial intelligence. You can automate the things, but the automated things, if it perform intelligently based on users' knowledge, then you can claim it as artificial intelligence. So there is a borderline difference between this automation and artificial intelligence. For example, you have a machine. The machine is spraying something by 10th second. Then I made a program to spray it for 15th second. Again, I made a program to spray it for 20th second. What the machine will do? The machine will simply follow you. It will spray 10th, 15th, and 20th. But the volume of the liquid which is spraying, that is not at all required for that much, assume. So what I mean here is the 10th second, I need 1 ml. Then 15th second, I need half ml. Then the next slot, I need half of the ml. If it is the case, my first program, what actually it will do? It will constantly spray 1 ml, 1 ml, 1 ml. So 3 ml it will go. But I don't want that. I need an intelligent system where the system should understand the need of that environment. Based on the need of the environment to spray, so that you can save the resources, whatever you are using it. Here you have to understand the term intelligence, the term artificial intelligence. Then you can apply this artificial intelligence to any application possible. Can I have another pic here to relate artificial intelligence here, where you have the machine and then you have the manual knowledge, and then all put together, right? We are bringing the definition for artificial intelligence here, right? So in what way you can get a benefit out of this artificial intelligence? You can see the manpower will be reduced, the accuracy will be increased, and then the storage you can enhance, quicker way you can perform. You'll be able to see the difference between before AI and after AI. Before artificial intelligence, it will be like an automation, it will be like a manual work. But once the intelligence has been introduced, then you can get all the benefit, whatever I have listed. In continuation, the word intelligence, artificial intelligence, which is also having very close relationship with human intelligence. As I said, your human intelligence, you have to feed to the machine, then the machine will act accordingly. That you call it as artificial intelligence. Before that, I would like to correlate the senses of human. You know well, the human is having various senses, sensory organ. I will take 5 minutes to talk about few sensory organs of a human. Then I will relate those organs, those sensory functionality with the machine. Let me see the first sense, what we have as a human, touch. Let me ask the question whether the computer is having touch sense. Yes, of course, we have the touch sense, touch screen. Go to the next sense. Listen. Now we will ask the question whether the computers can listen. Yes, of course, the computers will listen through microphones. Microphones will act as ears for computer. Let me go to the third sense. Will the computer speak like us? Yes, of course, the computers can talk through speakers. The fourth sense, like a human being, can the computer smell something? Can the computer detect some smell? Yes, the computer is having that functionality also. We do have smell printers. We do have smell printing books where automatically the machine will understand this is the combination of this gas. This is the combination of the smell, like that. You can also have the taste. Taste is also possible by a computer. You have the computer tongue, like human tongue. You have the computer tongue. The tongue will have the capability to detect limited number of tastes. At the edge of this computer tongue, you will be able to see small dots. These are all the sensor. The sensors are capable to detect limited tastes. So collectively, nearly 6 sensory functionality which we have seen, sensory organ which we have seen, all the sensory organs what the human is having, we are able to develop the similar kind of functionality to computer also. So that the compute, even the next one, vision, I forgot, vision. Yes, the computers are also having web camera, they are able to see, right? So all the sensors, whatever we are having, the machine is also having. So think about, until the machine is under your control, no issue. Suppose, as a negative impact of this artificial intelligence, if the machine dominates you, the machine dominates human, this may happen for a day where the machine will back the human being. Surely it won't happen. Surely it won't happen. But there is a negative side. The people are still worrying about this side also related with intelligence or artificial intelligence. You can have a look 1 minute video. This is the intelligence based smart farming. You just see here. Is the video visible?
Yes.
Okay. So there is a clean room. In the clean room, the people are making farming, in which you have a closed glass house here, protected area, wherein you can do any kind of farming, right? So now let me see that how the intelligence will play here, what kind of automation will play here. So the borderline difference between these two you can easily understand. You have some greens here. The greens, we need a kind of ventilation. That ventilation you can have, aeration you can have. Those things can be controlled from your control system. Your control system can control those things. And then if these greens wants water, you can also supply the water, not simply as a static volume. The water can be measured based on the need of the plant. With respect to the need of the plant, based on the metrics like humidity, the temperature, and other kind of characteristics of the soil, based on the soil, you can supply the water with respect to each and every tree's condition, so that you no need to pass the static water to all the tree. You can pass here X volume, Y volume, Z volume, like that. So you can save your water and other resources. So you have the other artificial lighting can be possible. If these greens are needed, different environment, that different environment can be deducted, and then that can also be made automatically with the help of this control system. There are chemical and injection spray tanks for pesticides and fertilizer. You can fill it, and then you can also supply those things automatically, and then you no need to spray this to all the plant. If one particular area alone get affected, if you are able to localize that part, then you can do such kind of spray to that portion alone. You don't need to spray for entire field. So that you can control the light, humidity, temperature, all leaf wetness, even the leaf, how fresh it will be. Based on that also you can treat the plant. You can supply whatever the things which are needed by the plant, that you can supply to the field. Okay, so you have to clearly understand the difference between the automation and the automation with intelligence, right? Even I can make my machine will rotate its handle for 10 times first, 15 times next, 20 times the third time, like a grilling machine or grilling rod. That is automation. Without intelligence, you can have a automation with intelligence by applying your knowledge, so that it will become the entirely artificial intelligence based application. There is another beautiful domain, medical, where the artificial intelligence is playing vital role. I don't know, there is a 30-second video here. You can see this. Then I will cut in between. A person who is searching for the medical help, since her relative is affected with a heart attack, he suffered with a heart attack. Then she is calling the remote health facility, medical facility. Your beauty is from the remote, they are sending a drone. The drone has to reach to the right push. You can have a look. After that, I will explain. So the drone, which reaches the location from where the person is calling, based on the geographical location, the drone has reached with the medical kit. The medical kit has been taken. The doctors are directing them from the remote. Then she is able to do something to safeguard her relative. Yes. So not as just for the video. Here we have to think about when the drone is on the air, and then if there is any obstacle in between, if the drone is if the direction of the drone is affected by some obstacle on the way, then it is the responsibility the intelligence should play. The drone has to take alternate path. The drone has to do, the drone should have such kind of intelligence to reach the place. And then it is reaching the place, of course, the geographical location may mismatch. It has to ensure that here is the person who called. So there also we need an intelligence. Instead of you can experience with such kind of things, the delivery sometimes the delivery will happen wrongly, even though we are recording our location. Based on the location, the delivery will be given to some other places, right? So we need a kind of intelligence to each and every point where it should ensure, the drone should ensure that whether it is reaching at the right place in the right time, right? That's what we can call it as the artificial intelligence, where you can see my lab where we are working with. There is a small video you can see here. My specialization is medical imaging, where we are working with the EEG. Here you can see that the EEG signals, live EEG signals we are taking, and then we are integrating with our control system. Whatever we are we are thinking we would like to say something, means that can be communicated to my control system. My control system will understand that, right? So that here also we need a kind of intelligence where when plenty of signals, millions of signals are coming in, my control system should able to segregate the proper signal, then it should act accordingly, right? So that you can see, I think I can skip the video. 2-3 years before I associated with the doctors, where we made one device. The device helps the fetus. You can see the fetus, and then we have a team here. The doctors are from Apollo, and then I too received an award from them, where the device that a pregnant woman, she has to wear, and then the device will support to activate the baby in with respect to various metrics. It is I have to, I should take much time to talk about that. Just for an information I'm talking about, with the help of artificial intelligence, we are able to customize the device. That device is helping the fetus to get activated. That device is helping the pregnant women for, the delivery and other kind of complications can also be identified through this medical device. I'm not able to explain much. It is in IPR now. You can apply artificial intelligence for various applications. Due to that time, I'm just skipping it, right? We are working with physically challenged people, where we are making our own AI-based support software as well as hardware to physically challenged people, right? So my dear friends, don't think that whatever I'm talking about is something which can be possible by the people or researchers who are sitting in university. They can do these things, can be easily do by you. The students, they are better researchers than faculty members, because your blood is like that, right? What you need is you have to join your hands. You have to show your interest to your faculty members. You have to join your hands along with your faculty member. You have to listen. You have to start think, right? If you start think, then the artificial intelligence will be a beautiful podium to you, where you can do wonders. So don't simply think that it is not possible, it is something bigger, and then it is not possible to reach that. I cannot learn that, I cannot do that. You put your interest and then go near to that, you feel nothing like this. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Definitely for this topic, I think, the time was insufficient. We hope, we can have you once again come and speak to our students, like have a proper technical session once again, sir, because there's so many research opportunities in the field of AI. I think this will be of real help to our students.
Sure.
Thank you so much, sir, for accepting our invite and being a part of our conference.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Ma'am, shall we move on to the technical presentations?
Yes, I think it is.
Yeah, so we'll be starting off with our paper presentations by all our participants. The first presenter for today is going to be Miss Akhila Reddy from Villa Mary Degree College for Women. She'll be presenting a paper on the topic business analytics. So whoever the presenter is will be making you co-host for a brief amount of time. One request to all the participants, please kindly stick to the 5-minute time limit very strictly, because we have a lot of participants who need to present their papers. So first participant for today will be Miss Akhila from Villa Mary Degree College.
Thank you, ma'am. A very good morning, everyone. I'm Akhila Reddy, studying BCom Computers Applications of Villa Mary Degree College for Women from Somatigoda, Hyderabad. Today, I'm gonna tell you about business analytics.
Akhila, do you want to share your screen also, or you just want to speak?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you should be able to share your screen now.
Yes, ma'am.